Hey, what is happening, herpers? I'm Herpin Hippie, the hand, not the toad. You get the idea. And tonight, I'm out herping in the Sonoran Desert of Arizona. And if you want to go herping with me tonight to find all of these critters and more, then make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and come along. So the plan for tonight is to do most of our herping on foot, but I still want to get out of town a little ways before I start looking, and the entire drive can be a great time to spot things on the road. Oh, and I think I just spotted a big fella. Yep, and he is a beast. Holy cow, I bet you can't even tell how large he is without my hand there next to him. And you will see my hand next to him because he's on the wrong side of the white line, so let's get him off the road. Hey look, I made a toad. Bet you didn't guess you were gonna get shadow puppets with tonight's herping excursion. Alright, he's off the road so I can let him go now, and the good news is he is hopping in the right direction away from the road. Look at this beast of a toad. Holy cow, these are the ones that are bad news if your dog gets a hold of them. You can see those large poison glands on the back feet, the big parotid glands right behind the eyes. This is a Sonoran desert toad or a Colorado river toad. And these are the most toxic toads in state. This one is so massive. But what's wild is they can get even bigger. Some Sonoran desert toads have been measured to weigh over 2 pounds. And this one's starting to get away from us into the bush, so let's go around and catch her on the other side. Look at that chunky toad butt. Oh, that moth is done. Make that mistake again. Oh, did he get him? I think he got him. All right, I'll leave you alone now, buddy. Stay off the road, you hear? Ooh, almost walked right through that. Would have ruined my night. Ooh, and those beautiful spiders' night would have been ruined by it too. Wow, she is massive. Oh, she got her. Wrapping him up. Everybody's eating tonight. We're gonna save them for later. That was cool. All right, glad I didn't knock down that web. Carry on with your evening, Miss Spider. I guess I'll go back the way I came. Go catch back up with the car. Back on the road again, and we are almost to the wash that we will be hiking in tonight, which is awesome. I always love it when we're finding herps and seeing other cool things before we even get to where we're herping. So if you haven't already, drop a like to keep the good luck going because we're gonna find a lot more cool stuff tonight. So I've been walking up this wash for a little bit and I just saw this really cool tree with an awesome and complex root system down here that I'm hoping we might be able to find something hiding in. There's all sorts of hiding places through here, so I'm gonna just kind of check the grass behind me and then start looking through the root. All right, that one got me. I walked into one there. There are spiders everywhere tonight. This is crazy. That's the guy I just walked into. That is his web. And here's my height next to it, so that was a perfect tripwire for me. Be glad you don't have to look out for spiders while doing this and can just look out for the snakes. And I do mean that it's possible for me to miss snakes, so I'm just waiting for the day that I catch a snake on video that I'm oblivious to, that somebody in the comment section finds. Just absolutely gnarly how many of these orb weavers are out tonight. I'm gonna get away from the plants and more into the open wash and hope to find a snake in there because I am over walking into all these spider webs. There's one. It's about time. I can't believe this is the first one I've seen this monsoon season. How are you doing, buddy? Could I pick you up? I promise I'm not as scary as I look. And this tarantula also isn't as scary as he looks. They can grow up to about 4 inches in diameter, but even at that size, they're completely harmless to humans. You check out this actually quite small desert blonde tarantula. The cool thing about these guys is they're usually pretty friendly. All right, so we'll see if this one lives up to their docile nature. This one's a little younger, so not exactly sure what I could be in store for. Bud, you wanna? Ooh, I looked a little aggressive, but I think it was just a threat display. I don't think he means it. Come on, you're so close. You're so close, buddy. And I got him. Check out that beautiful, beautiful tarantula. You can see those little hairs on her butt that if she wanted to, if she was feeling intimidated, she could start flicking those off and they could cause some minor irritation, but nothing serious. Their bites are said to not be that bad either. I have never had the displeasure of being bitten by this species or any species of tarantula, but from what I hear, it isn't that bad. But more importantly, as you can see, she has no interest in biting me, and now that I'm not sticking my sweaty fingers in front of her face, she's not even running around anymore. She's settled down quite a bit. I think in all that looking around, I noticed her hole around here, so I'm gonna see if I can, oh, there it is. I'm guessing that little hole right there is where she came from. So I think if I go to set her down, ma'am, I said if I go to set you down, I said when I go to set you down, well, she's not going anywhere. Looks like I've got a new herping buddy. All right, let's go. So when you're herping with a tarantula as your sidekick, it's really important that you play to their strengths. Just kidding. Turns out even with 8 legs, she was no good at using a hook, so she isn't gonna be my new herping buddy. All right, I know we've had some good times. Oh, you gonna give me a little high five? All right, there you go. Go on home now. Just as I thought, that looked like a tarantula holding me. Maybe it wasn't, but it sure is now. See you later, friend. Ha! This one didn't get me. Nice try. Look who's sometimes smarter than a moth. This guy. You know, that didn't sound as good out loud as it did in my head. Oh, there we go. Got another toad. See if we can attract any food over for this one. See some food, dude? You want it? This one isn't quite as chunky as the last one. I'm not sure if he's gonna go for it. Not every toad has in them to eat during a potential alien abduction, which is what I'm sure all of a sudden some giant coming through the desert in the middle of the night shining a flashlight at you feels like to these guys. I sat with him a while just waiting to see if he would eat any of the bugs that were buzzing around. I was able to get these cool shots while I waited, but I'm tired of waiting and he doesn't seem hungry, so let's get back to looking for more herps. I know we've only found amphibians so far, but the weather is so perfect tonight, I'm not turning around until we find a snake. But we are nearly at the halfway point, so let me know what your favorite find has been so far. All right, we'll see you around, friend. This is so cool, and I can't believe he's holding still. No, it's not a reptile yet, but I did just make a YouTube short about this species not too long ago. This is a camel spider, or wind scorpion, sun spider. They go by a lot of different names, and I recently posted a YouTube short showing a video where one was chewing on a guy's finger, which is okay because as scary as they look, they are completely non-venomous and harmless to humans. But somebody did ask me a question that I didn't have an answer for on that video, and that was, do camel spiders or wind scorpions glow under a black light like regular scorpions? I'm really not sure what to expect, so let's find out. Alright, he ran under that log, and I stopped and put my light down to get out the black light, so hopefully he is still there. I will flip this on now. There's the black light. And here we go. There is. That is so cool. There is a very minor glow to him. It's nothing. Oop. Accidentally hit one of those spider webs. So I'm sorry, I lost him after I ran into that spider web. But what did you think? It looked like it was mainly the front mandibles and kind of the front legs that were glowing, which makes me wonder if it was less him glowing and more maybe the remnants of some food that he was eating. I really don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm also bummed that he got away because it looked like his belly might have been glowing more than the rest of him too, and I just didn't get a chance to check that out up close. So if you're as curious about this as me, make sure to subscribe because I will be looking for more camel spiders to answer this question once and for all. Got one. Check it out. That is a decent size, probably 3 foot, maybe a little over 3.5 foot long western diamondback rattlesnake. And right now, it looks like he is just freezing, and he is hoping that I don't see him right now. That's why he's not rattling to warn me. I just saw him out of the corner of my eye along the wash I was walking on. I did get a little excited and stuck my arm through one of those spider webs. I'm not going to think about that right now. I'm just going to keep getting the shot because I'm so happy to see this guy. And I'll get you in the harness and I'll see if I can get him to where we can see him just a little bit better. Hey, gorgeous, how are you doing? There's a clearing up there. I'm going to try to see if he wants to just come on this hook with me. And we'll go check out the open space in the clearing. And you can meet some herpin hippies. I would really like to see you. Yeah, you are being... Oh, alright. Spoke a little too soon about you being chill. That's alright. We're just barely getting a little bit of a rattle now. Here we go, perfect. Even better. Look at him go. I hope he is in frame right now. Doesn't look that dissimilar from Spot. I swear I didn't bring him herping with me. Oh, moth landed on his face, made him get nervous, and he actually flinched. If that doesn't help you with your fear of snakes, I don't know what will. They flinch when moths land on their faces just like we do. What a beautiful snake. Very laid back too. Sorry for grabbing the hook and making you pose a little longer than you would have liked to, but I appreciate this so much. Thank you for letting me get these shots of you tonight. And clearly he doesn't want to chase me as I start walking away. He is staying alert and giving me a side eye. Getting some slow tongue flicks, just smelling me. But you can see I'm free to go at any time. He has no desire to chase me. In fact, you all saw it here first. I chased him down. Just kind of looking around this way, making sure there's no other snakes I'm going to step backwards on while I'm admiring this one. And, oh, look, spun all the way around. And this one is still here. What a beautiful, beautiful rattlesnake. I'm not actually near any popular hiking trails, so I haven't seen nearly as much trash in this video as I did in my last video. But right on cue, right next to the rattlesnake we just found. Don't worry, bud. I'll take that with me when I leave you. What a cool snake. This is the biggest rattlesnake I've found all summer long. He was so well behaved, he just let me sit with him, get all this footage. He's hardly rattling. So I'm gonna get some photos and start the walk back to the highway. But the adventure's not over yet because you never know what you'll find on the way back to the car. That coyote's coming from somewhere over in that direction. Oh, don't worry, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you for letting me get my photos in. I'll just grab this trash from my camera stand and go. But don't scroll away just yet because we still have more to find, and this isn't even the only rattlesnake we're gonna find tonight. Check it out. So another perk of herping at night, the bright white color of sun-bleached bones really stands out, and I think I see a skull in this bush. Oh, no way. Check this out. This is the shell of a Sonoran desert tortoise, or I should say what is left of the shell of a Sonoran desert tortoise. You can see there's one of the few remaining scutes. That is the outer cover made of keratin that coats the outside of the tortoise shell. And as you can see here, the actual tortoise shell itself, there's still some markings from where those scutes met each other, is made out of bone. But that is some of the bone of the outside of the tortoise shell. Oh, that's the front of the tortoise shell. I'm not gonna handle it anymore because I don't want to break it. Figure I'll leave it here for the next person to find. But those are the scutes. And those look fairly long to me. So I'm thinking this was likely a male tortoise. But that is very sun bleached. He has been out here for a while. Would love to see one living somewhere. But that is a species I have still yet to see for myself alive in the wild. This is actually the most I've ever found in one location before. Usually the only evidence of tortoise shell that I find is inside of pack rat burrows. Sometimes pack rats will come down and pick up and collect the little scutes and other pieces of bone that start to disintegrate as the sun eats its way through the tortoise's remains. And then when you go digging through pack rat burrows, occasionally you find little pieces of tortoise bone, but this is the most I've ever found all in one location. So pretty cool find. But it is a protected species, so I don't think even if I wanted to, I'd be allowed to take that with me. I'll double check that and put the info in the video. But even if I was allowed to take it with me, ain't leave no trace. Take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footprints. I want the next person to be able to come along and know that there were tortoises here once too. Look at this small but mighty little guy. This guy is a kangaroo rat. They're easily distinguishable by that long tail you see bouncing behind him. And he might be small, but he is still a predator. Kangaroo rats are immune to the venom of scorpions and will regularly take on and eat scorpions. Like this guy, holy cow. You are lucky that I'm the one that found you, friend. Can I pick you up? Well, that's not gonna help me make any friends. I nearly dropped my flashlight on him. Didn't even have my black light out and just saw this guy cruising along the desert. Is a beast. I am not going to try to pick this one up. I might try to pick him up. He's just too beautiful. Look at him. How could I not? I see you. I'll leave you alone, but you're gonna let me pick you up next time, right? I'll shake on it. All right, see ya. What's the deal? We made it back to the car, so didn't find anything else on the rest of the walk back, but I think I just saw something else on the road. Oh, I thought I saw someone on the road. This isn't a good place for you. Hey, he was so small, it took me a while to slow down, and I was actually, in truth, just on my way home for the night. But I think I just saw your papa. That is a newborn Western Diamondback rattlesnake. I'm guessing this one is also a male, but he is tiny. He looked like a little piece of spaghetti stretched across the road. And I stopped. I was mostly sure it was gonna be a stick. I've stopped for dozens and dozens and dozens of sticks in my life, but it's always worth it when one of them turns out to be a rattlesnake. Let's get you off the road, buddy. All right, here we go. Just gonna poop you up. He was facing this way, so I'm hoping this is the side of the road he wanted to end up on. Go on. I hear a car coming. Go on, get. Don't come back to the road, you hear? That's not gonna get enough. You gotta go and get further. Do you see him? He's in this shot, and now I'm convinced that he and the first rattlesnake were just leading me to trash they wanted me to pick up for them. I'll try to zoom in so you can see him a little better. Oh, there he is. The tongue flick helps make it easier to see him too. Anyway, that's it for tonight's video. Thank you so much for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed the adventure. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and let me know what your favorite find of the night was. I can't wait to read all the comments and hear your thoughts and suggestions. And now to thank the wonderful patrons who make videos like these possible. If you would like to join this list of names that are helping to keep the channel going and me wander in the desert with you, then please consider checking out the Patreon link in the description, where you can sign up to help support this channel for as little as $3 a month, and that will get your screen name featured at the end of all full videos just like this. And for just a little bit more, you can also join Bobby Cromer, Lavenders, and Lindsay Justice in the Head Herpers tier for a direct shout out at the end of every video and other patron perks. Again, to find out more, the link to my Patreon is in the description. Thank you sincerely so much to everybody who has already joined. And with that, I think that is everything for this week. Thank you so much for coming along herping with me. I had a blast, and I hope you did too. I also hope you don't get clotheslined by any spider webs this week, but most of all, I hope that you just keep herping.